Hi, my name is Carolyn Klauba, and I'm the Stewardship Program Coordinator for the Sauerland Conservancy. Today we're at a new preserve in the Sauerlands, and I'm here with Lisa Mccullum of the New Jersey Conservation Foundation, and she's going to talk to you about preserving land and the benefits and the process in doing so.
Thank you, Carolyn. As Carolyn said, my name is Lisa Mccullum. I'm the Assistant Director of the New Jersey Conservation Foundation. We're a statewide land trust whose mission is to preserve land and natural resources for the benefit of all. Today I'm going to talk to you about a new preserve that we're in the process of creating in the Sauerlands. Just to orient you, I have a map here that shows the preserve we're working on. This is Wurtsville Road here. We're at the border of Hunterdon and Somerset counties. Hillsborough Township on this side, and we have East Amwell Township on this side. We've been working on this project for since about 2004, and we started working with John Higgins, who was the owner of 660 acres that straddled both counties and both townships. At the outset, when we first started working with him, he came to us for help with creating a forest management plan, which we were able to help him with. He also had an eye toward preserving his land in the future. So we worked with him and we stayed in touch with him, and over the years we started moving into the preservation process with him, as well as with Somerset County, who did a lot of the preservation with Mr. Higgins on the Somerset side of the property. We started, as I said, working with Mr. Higgins, who owned 660 acres. We were able to get, with Somerset County, get the land on the Somerset side preserved. That was basically this area here. And then we were able to work with another landowner, the Thompson family, with this property over here, which was another 350 acres, again in Somerset County. We got him under option and then assigned that option to the county to take over and do the acquisition project. Once we got most of the Somerset side completed, we moved over to the Hunterdon County side of the property. In 2017, we closed on 150 acres again with Mr. Higgins, and now we are working on another 270 acres, which is right here, with Mr. Higgins, and we're working on another roughly 110 acres, which is split here between these two properties with Wurtsville Industries. So all told, in the end, we'll have, I shouldn't say in the end, but we will have close to 1,200 acres preserved here. The property is a wonderful mosaic of old forest, young forest, meadows. There are some farm fields. There are tributaries to the Neshannock River crisscrossing the property. There's a lake on the property. Just a ton of amenities here, great opportunities for hiking, bird watching, all sorts of passive recreational opportunities on the property. So just to jump back a little bit, when we got under, or when we worked with Somerset County on the Somerset side, we entered into a management plan with Somerset County so that New Jersey Conservation Foundation and Somerset County will jointly manage the Somerset piece. New Jersey Conservation will be the owner of the Hunterdon side, but this enables us to be able to manage the property as one, so that we're not having two entities managing. We're all managing it as one entity. We were able to do a stewardship plan that was done by Ecological Solutions that again took into account the entire property, and that again looked at recreational activities, hunting, deer management, forest management, meadow management, invasive species management, just looked at really the property as a whole and how we're going to manage that property moving forward. That was created in 2019, and we're actually still updating that plan, keeping that plan moving. It's a living document. Things are changing very quickly, so we continue moving forward with that. Lastly, I guess I'd just like to say that we will continue, even though we'll be done with the bulk of the preserve. We will continue filling in the inholdings and some of the kind of missing pieces in the puzzle. We'll continue adding to the perimeter, the outskirts, some of the land that's not preserved now. We'll continue to add to those, add to the preserve so we can have it continue to get. Well, there are many reasons. One would be for management purposes. We can manage all as one unit. But we also don't want fragmentation, because then in these little pieces that are left in between, you could have people in there, doing forestry, cutting trees, that kind of thing, that you might not want, happening. So we're able to keep the continuity of the forest or the meadow or however we're managing that piece. Absolutely, and there are many mechanisms to do that. They can do it by way of conservation easement, where they're just selling their development rights. They still own their property, but they're selling the rights to develop it. Also, they're having some conservation restrictions on those properties. Or they could sell their property outright to a government or nonprofit entity. So there are a lot of options.
Is there anything that a resident or a concerned person could do to help protect that land from development?
I would say to reach out to the owner, find out who the owner is and what their intentions are for the land, and trying to educate them. I think it's exactly what you're doing here at the Somerset Conservancy, is to educate people and to get them to understand the benefits of preserving and protecting their land in whatever way they can. Well, certainly our website, New Jersey Conservation Foundation, njconservation.org. We have the project area. We will be posting the management plan on the website. There are also just a host of other resources, contacting your municipality, contacting the county, contacting the state, any number of other preservation partners, nonprofit partners. The Conservation Blueprint is a great mapping, online mapping website that people can reach out to and look at what's preserved in their area, where they live, what might be right in their backyard. And I would especially encourage people who back up to preserved land to reach out and see if they can, also do something to preserve their properties. We do, and we will be doing a lot more volunteer work in volunteer opportunities in this area once we've acquired all of the pieces. We do plan on implementing our management plan, and when we start implementing that management plan, there will be a lot more volunteer opportunities in the area.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.